What do you think was the key to the start of the fourth period, 19-1 run there? What did you change up anything there or just dig in?
We went to our switching defense and more importantly, we just got into people more. I thought upped our intensity, forced turnovers, and did a good job just defending in general in the fourth and held them to 13 points.
Steve, obviously Kevin's performance was for you guys. Just from a playmaking perspective, the scoring, so just what can you say about just especially the fourth quarter for him, you guys?
Yeah, Kevin was excuse me, Kevin was incredible. You know, not an easy night. You know, they played extremely hard, tons of energy. We are playing different lineups. So I think there was different guys out there, different times trying to find the spacing and spots and where to be. And so there wasn't some challenges there for us. And, you know, for him to be able to, you know, score 51 and 9 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, steal, I mean, unbelievable.
Was there any thought when he picked? Was there any thought when he picked up his fifth foul of taking him out and bringing him in at a certain stretch? Or
there was thought, you know, we would love to get him out. We'd love to get him some rest before he got his fifth foul. We debated it, but you know, he had it going. He had the look in his eyes that he wasn't going to want to come out. So, you know, we tried to ride him there and kind of begged that we didn't get that last foul.
And there was a period from late in the second quarter until deep into the fourth quarter where he scored practically all of your points. I mean, have you ever seen a stretch like that where one player is just doing it all?
I'm sure it happened, but I can't remember it. You know, he was just outstanding. I thought it's you know, his leadership, his willingness to keep us in it for stretches, but then also his defense was unbelievable in the fourth quarter as well. So I told the guys to start the fourth, we're going to win it on defense, and that's what they did.
Cam had a pretty big fourth quarter, and then we just second half jumped. It was 11 of his 13 in the second half. Just what did you see at him in that stretch?
It was good. You know, he was a little more aggressive. He got some looks. He pulled up on the break for a 3, for a 2. You know, got to a spot, was confident. You know, that's the most important thing. When he makes good decisions, when to get to a spot, when to shoot, and he's confident. He's a very good scorer.
In that third quarter, between the turnover and some of the other things, just what would you chalk that up to?
The third?
The third quarter.
Yeah, we were sloppy. You know, I think we start the third pretty well, and then it just went the other way. We were up like 6 or 8 right off the bat, and then before you knew it, they were up 6. And so, you know, I thought we got sloppy. We had a hard time getting the ball over half court for a couple minutes there, and they were running out getting layups, and it we lost the momentum. So there was just a little period there where we turned it over 3-4 times in a row for 3 or 4 layups, and obviously that hurts.
Brian Lewis.
Hey, Steve, you mentioned the turnovers you were talking about the turnovers on their end, but how vital was it for you guys to not only guard well, which you have done for long stretches of the season, but to be able to actually get into them and force 8 turnovers in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, it helped. You know, I thought a lot of their turnovers were on plays where they didn't have anything. You know, we were in front, corralling drives, pressuring drives. That I thought were going to end in stops, but it's a bonus that they end in turnovers. You know, some of them we got some runouts there early, and then later, you know, it was a lot of balls where we just really guarded well, and they kicked it out of bounds because of the pressure. So, like I said, the game was won on our defense, and that was in the fourth quarter.
Christian.
Hey, Coach, you had mentioned the turnovers where you weren't necessarily getting the ball beyond half court. I'm wondering if that has a lot to do with James not being in the game, and B, if that kind of underscores the need for maybe a little bit more depth at the 1.
Yeah, I mean, we have some different lineups out there. I mean, I have confidence in Patty and James Johnson and Kevin, whoever is bringing the ball up to get it over half court. I think it was more circumstantial. We just had a tough stretch where guys, you know, made consecutive turnovers trying to get it over half court. So you give some credit to Detroit, and then you also think, you know, usually our guys will handle that pressure.
What do you make of the fact that in all 3 of these road wins, you came back in the fourth quarter and were able to overcome a deficit?
Yeah, I think it shows that our group's gaining confidence and resiliency. We're able to dig ourselves out of little holes, and that we can turn up the defense. So, you know, it's always great for our staff when we see the guys defend and win games with defense. I think that's got to be the way we win the majority of our games this year. And, they did that on this trip.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, safe travels. You too.